Hey everyone, Tony Walsh here. Welcome back to the channel. It's about a week after Hurricane Idalia, and at my house, this is the only damage we have, just that one tree limb right there. So I got to get it up, and to do that, I'm going to use this Saker mini chainsaw that you've seen me review before. So I'm actually going to use it to work. So it's actually going to be a work tool, not a review tool. Of course, and then I got my Ironclad gloves that was sent to me way while back. So let's get to cutting some tree limbs. Okay, you just saw the Saker mini chainsaw in action, and I am still pleased with the amount of work that little saw does. Now, I didn't charge the batteries before we started, so I had to change the battery in the middle. And that is one thing about this chainsaw, is when the battery goes dead, it quits. It does not give you any warning, it just quits. The other thing that I struggle with is I'm left-handed, and you have to use this saw in your right hand the majority of the time because of the safety switch. So I wish it had a safety switch so you could use it on either hand, and you can, but I'm just more comfortable with it in my right hand even though I'm left-handed. Now, I think they say don't cut anything over 4 inches. I didn't go back and look, but you can see what I cut right here, and that is a smooth cut. Yeah, just for reference, that's how long it is on my finger. So, but this thing cuts great, and we are well pleased with it. So if you're in the market for a mini chainsaw, go look for Saker. A while back, I had this Earthwise Chipper shredder give to me, and it's electric. So I don't know why they want to say it's Earthwise, because electricity, you have to have coal or some other kind of energy to produce electricity, whether it's coal, water, nuclear. So there's nothing about electricity that's clean. But anyways, you don't have to keep up with a gas motor. So it's electric. It's made to do small stuff. It's got a little bin down there at the bottom, so any of the chips go in that bin, so it doesn't make a mess all over the place. And I tried to use it a while back on that river birch tree back there behind the house, but those limbs are so soft and so pliable, it would just stop this thing up. Because you can see it doesn't have a big hole. It's got just little tubes that go in there. And this piece comes off, so let me show you what that looks like. So it just goes down into a blade that's down in that hole in there. A bunch of little knives on a disc, and you can see the river birch stems stuck in there now. So I'm going to try. I have no clue what that tree is called. It doesn't make money, so I hate it. I wish the whole thing would have blowed over. Same with that tree, and the same with that tree. To me, if it doesn't make money, it ain't worth having. But let me get this put back together, and let's see if it'll chip this tree. This chipper shredder is noisy, and you can see I moved over here to the shade, but because of the noise, I'm just going to time lapse this and play some music. But let's just watch and see how this thing works. can see with that pile that I've done right there, it worked way better on this tree than it did the river birch. One thing that it doesn't like is, you can see how that one is got multiple limbs off of this one stick. It doesn't like that. Again, I think because this tree is a little bit pliable, it bends too easy. So it likes straighter sticks even better. And it did do a fairly decent sized stick, but it will not do anything like these right here. But you can see how the mulch is. Of course it's wet because this tree's wet from the storm, but chips it up pretty good. So, you know, if I had a compost pile, this is what this would be good for. So I'm gonna get busy with the rest of this. I'm not gonna do any more video, but I highly recommend the Saker mini chainsaw. And if you're in the market for a small portable electric chipper shredder, this Earthwise isn't a bad little unit. But for me, with the amount of pecan limbs we got and the size we got, I believe I would be better off with a gas powered one. But everybody to each their own. Yeah, all that's left of that pile is those there that's too big for the chipper, and that little bit there that's for the chipper, and we'll either save that for the fire pit or something. I'll get the chainsaw out to do that. But this is how much mulch we got out of there. So not a bad little job. But again, I think I'd rather have a gas powered chipper shredder. Well, while I'm cleaning up with the Saker mini chainsaw, Jackie's got the Saker Mini-Hedge trimmer. So you see how bushy that hedge is right there. So when she's done, I'll bring you back to show you how it looks, because I'm not going to video her because I'm still cleaning up limbs. So I'll bring you back when she's done. Alright, the mini Saker hedge trimmer, it did a fairly decent job, but to reach the tall stuff we had to pull out the 36-inch Black & Decker electric one to just be able to reach over the top of them. So, but all in all, the Saker mini hedge trimmer works just as good as the Saker handsaw.